So, Mr. B, do you have any solution to stop this addiction or the abuse of the PED?
Well, I think that the real problem, Saad, is that we use the technology for so much. So, there's always the temptation when you've got your phone out, even if it's for a good thing, to do something bad. So I think what the school should be doing is, having options besides the phone. So for example, having books, Chinese to English, dictionaries, something like that, which would make it less necessary to use the phone to begin with, to use the technology, because once it's out, it's very tempting, of course, to go on Instagram or whatever, have some fun. The other thing too is a lot of classes don't use textbooks, any material of any kind other than what the teacher produces. So if we had more supplementary material in terms of books, then there would be less need to do everything sort of online, which of course means we have to use computers and phones and all that there. So more books, that's the way forward. Books are cool. Read, kids. It's good for you. Thank you.
So, do you think that students really need to read that much of a book? Because if they read too much book, they'll get bored, and they'll say, they'll get bored. So what will you do? Like, if you are a teacher and listening to the students that they need their cell phones to check the meanings on the book because they don't know the meaning because their English isn't great. So do you have any other solution for them to?
Well, I think with the book issue, you have books that provide the answer, right? You have a book that is half in Chinese and half in English. I think it would depend on which way the school wanted to go. I think you could utilize more incorporation of Chinese language materials because that is the language that most people here know, including non-Chinese people by background are familiar with the language. So I don't think the book is too much of an issue. As you said, with boring books, it just means that teachers and schools have to be careful in what they select to make sure that the material in the books is not only good as an educational resource, but also not completely boring, right? That does provide some engagement with the students and make them want to learn more, even if there is a bit of a barrier there at first, right? But with time, that's going to encourage them, and help improve their language capabilities as well.
All right, thank you, Mr. B. Thank you for our interview.
My pleasure.